Get back together with your ex, how agreeing with a breakup can help. This article will cover two aspects of a breakup, possibly getting your ex back, whilst also putting you in a good position to heal. This article puts all of the eggs in one basket. Getting a second chance. Attitude is vital, both your internal attitude and your attitude as perceived by your ex. There is one main thing to understand here, and that is that your words will either reflect your actions, or they will be contradictory to your actions. Both serve the same purpose. If your goal is to get back together with your ex, and that is to confuse your ex as well as make them feel insecure, remember that these two elements are your friend in your effort to get back together with your ex. I will explain more in detail if you will just bear with me. The first thing I will advise is to try as hard as you can to avoid begging and pleading. This will defeat your efforts to win back your ex in a hurry. Instead, agree with your ex that the breakup was for the best. That does not mean you should act happy about it, but instead, you should say something along the lines of, "You're right, I don't think either of us have been happy, and I can see why it's ending. Of course I'd like to stay together and work on the problems, but there's no point if it's only me that wants it, so I can see that this is for the best." This may seem contradictory to your desires, but in reality, it is pointless to stay with someone that does not want to be with you. It is critical for you to stay calm and cool during this period. Very hard to do. I think this is best because I know it works firsthand. Not when I wanted my ex back, which is why it was pretty easy to take this attitude, but when I did not really care that the relationship was ending. Your ex will be wondering, how can someone that I just dumped not be crying over it? By agreeing with the breakup, you accomplish two things. First, you confuse your ex by your actions. Secondly, you remove the possibility of conflict. Begging, pleading, and otherwise trying to change the mind of your ex will only have them on the defensive. In the course of the conversation, it is nearly certain that the notion of being friends will come up. You should absolutely agree to this idea. This is where you slowly withdraw. You become aloof, remain happy and supportive, but not always available. Miss the occasional call, return messages the next day, reply to emails after a few days. Don't be at their beck and call, become a challenge. Don't give your ex any comfort by being there for them. Do not give them any idea that you want them back. You should give the impression that you are moving on. You are giving them friendship, but not the type of friendship that they had in mind. They expect you to maintain a high level of contact, but you do not. They expect you to ask them to reconcile, but you do not. If they get upset, etc., then you must be the adult in the situation. Speak calmly and logically. We are still friends, but I also have to move on. I'll always be your friend though. In my own personal experience, a major key in getting an ex back is to give them the impression that you are moving on even faster than they are. Look at it like this: what is the hardest thing for you to accept about being dumped by the love of your life? The fact that someone that was supposed to be in love with you no longer cares enough to be with you. What is the hardest thing to accept if you had been the dumper? The thought that the person was unaffected and is moving on faster than you. It is a total play on the ego and insecurity. While doing this will not guarantee that you get your ex back, it will allow you to either heal properly, or in most cases it reignites a spark in your ex. The insecurity will drive them to prove to themselves that they can still have you, and that you are really hurting over the breakup. It may be a little underhanded, but like they say, all is fair in love and war.